What's up guys, before the video starts I have an extremely important announcement that I'm going to make in this video. But for now, sit back, enjoy one of my favorite videos of the series. Drop the video a thumbs up because I know it's epic already. Enjoy. What's up guys, welcome to the video. It's your boy Mike Diamonds and we are 4 days up from the summer shredding challenge, which is insane. I don't even know why I'm smiling because I'm on 20 grams of carbs, so we're at the lowest in terms of my peak week. But this is a video you guys requested, my perfect guide to six-pack abs.
Throw your diamonds in the sky if you feel the vibe.
In this video we're going to discuss 4 topics. The first one is genetics. The second one is being in a caloric deficit and how you can actually see all your abs. The third one, I'm going to demonstrate and show you guys the perfect ab workouts that I've found over the years to sculpt the perfect abs, the most aesthetic abs. And number 4, I'm going to show you guys how to do vacuums that allow you to reduce your waist size and what I do to maintain my waist size to give me that aesthetic V-taper. Let's get into the video. The thing I'd like to talk about is genetics. One, in terms of muscle insertion. Let me compare Ulysses and Jeff Side. Ulysses has perfect blocky abs compared to Jeff Side's aesthetic V-taper, and that is muscle insertion and something we have no control over. That is their genetics. Sometimes you'll find people the 4-pack and sometimes you'll find people the 8-pack. That is also genetics and something we have no control over. I think I was lucky to be able to get blocky abs, which I'm very happy for, but I do have a downfall in other areas. Another thing we have to discuss in terms of genetics is fat storage. Women, because of their estrogen, tend to store more fat on their hips and thighs compared to the men, who tend to store fat around their midsection more, and that is completely genetic. And camels even have to store fat on their back, and that is genetic, and we have to come to terms with this. You'll always be predisposed to store fat mostly on your midsection. Sometimes you might be lucky and be Matt Ogus, who stores most of his fat on his back and stays year-round lean in his midsection. Just got here to Kush's place, and the second part I want to talk about is you need to be in a caloric deficit. It is the golden rule of losing weight. It is the golden rule of seeing your abs. Abs are made in the kitchen or revealed in the kitchen, but built in the gym. Here is a picture of, or a video of my transformation that you guys saw me do last year, and a little preview of what I've done this year. You guys have seen my boy Kush as well on the channel plenty. Kush has been doing the 90-day transformation along with me. And here's more proof. Kush, this was what he looked like 90 days ago, or almost 90 days ago, and this is what he looks like today. So for you to see your abs, the simple answer is you need to be in a caloric deficit. Over time, you need to drop your calories and you need to maintain that caloric deficit for you to lose that fat, that visceral fat. And now let's dive into topic number 3. Hey guys, so we are on Wednesday of peak week. This is the lowest my calories are gonna be this whole peak. So it's 250 grams of protein, 20 grams of carbs, 50 grams of fat, and 7 liters of water. And tomorrow my calories get ramped up. The workout for today is a full body workout, 15 to 20 reps for 2 to 3 sets per body part. And my last day of cardio. Bro, I just realized that was my last day of cardio. Let's get into the knitting. Just watched me do was my full body workout, 2 to 3 sets of each particular body part. The idea is so I can deplete my muscles completely, and that is why I look flat. but what you guys are here for is the ab workout. So let me run you guys through my particular ab workout. So the way I focus, the way I have trained my abs over the years is focusing on the anatomy of the abs. So let me quickly run you through the anatomy of the abs. The initial six-pack, let's know it as, is your rectus abdominis, which is connected to your linea alba. And then the next part that is also extremely important is your oblique externus and also your serratus anterior. You also have internal oblique muscles and transverse muscles, which you can't see, but I'm going to show you guys how you can work it. In terms of the way I train my abs, so I focus on my lower abs for one particular workout, then I focus on my upper abs for a next particular workout, and the third one I focus on my obliques. My ab workouts into 4 sets, 10 reps to 15 reps in particular. So absolutely not. Look at me, guys. I look like I'm on 20 grams of carbs. I look like Tiger Woods after drinking and driving. I was not happy with that footage, guys, so I'm going to do a live voiceover, and I think this will be better. This is my six-pack guide to shredded abs, to get the perfect abs, and here we go. So the way I train my abs is that I try and focus on 3 different levels. I think of the lower abs, the upper abs, and the obliques. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna divide each 3 of those muscle groups and give you 3 different workouts in terms of beginners, moderate, and expert. The first workout for your lower abs for beginners is hanging knee raises, and the idea is you want to take your knees and try and tuck it into your chest, or more so take your pelvis and try and bring it into your belly button, guys, and that is going to give you maximum contraction, and it's also going to be able to give you burn for your lower abs. This is what you want. A lot of people just move their legs up and down, and that really doesn't do much for you. You want to get mind to muscle connection with your lower abs, and that is what you're looking for ultimately. Now I do that for 4 sets, 10 to 15 reps. Now to make this harder, what I like to do is move my legs outward, and that bringing the center of gravity forward is going to cause more force on your lower abs, and you're going to feel a greater burn in your lower abs with the same concept that you're bringing your pelvis to your belly button. Imagine you want to take your toes to make it touch your chest, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Okay, forget what I was saying. Now moving on, to get to expert level, I like to use hanging leg raises, and it's a similar idea, but why I love this is because it involves more of your stabilizer muscles, including your serratus anterior, as you guys can see right here. So the same idea, when you bring your legs up, another good point is exhale, so you get maximum contraction for your lower abs. Blowing out all the air in your diaphragm allows your muscles to connect more. Now let's move into the upper abs. What I like to do is using a decline bench, and you're putting your hand on your head with your neck tucked in, and imagine you want to roll your body into yourself, and what you're doing is you're contracting your abs, and the similar idea, you want to exhale as you are contracting and as you're crunching into your abs. This for me is absolutely great, and my #1 tip for a beginner in terms of your upper abs. If you want to be more moderate, the idea is the same as the leg raises. Extend your arms outwards in a crucifix style, and that is going to allow you to have a greater center of gravity, and that is going to force more weight onto your upper abs. And then you do the same thing as you curl in, you exhale, and that's maximum contraction. Now I'm going to talk about the expert level in terms of working your upper abs. And why I say expert level, because you're able to use different weights that is better according to you. But a tip for these cable crunches that I'm doing right here is that, guys, stabilize your arms. You want to be able to focus that the weight that you're crunching is all on your abs, so you're able to properly develop your abs. You need a lot of mind muscle connection, and that's what a lot of the greatest physiques have. So what you also want to do is exhale as you crunch in here, and then cause an arch, and then close back into the arch like you're folding into your body, and that is great for your upper abs. And those are my top workouts for my upper abs. Now that we've covered both of them, guys, just in general, remember mind to muscle connection, exhaling and inhaling at the correct times. So for contraction, exhale, and for relaxation, inhale. I guess that's pretty easy. Now moving on to the obliques, I typically don't like using any weights that work on my obliques just because I don't want to grow them outwards. What I want to do is just develop the muscle so it can look aesthetic, and that I use, I'm not too sure what this workout is here, but it's more on an incline, and what I do is I crunch into my oblique and I twist. with the same movement as how the muscle fiber runs along your body. You're crunching into your oblique and you're twisting it. That allows maximum contraction of your oblique, and I use the same level in terms of my moderate workout, but what makes this harder is using a Swiss ball, and this utilizes your stabilizer muscles. And that, using a stabilizer muscles, you need to move your legs outward so you can balance just a little bit better. That's a big tip that I'll use for you guys there. And again, you crunch into your obliques and you twist, and that's gonna allow you to properly fully activate your entire obliques and a little bit of your serratus anterior as well. Now for the expert level, what I'm going to recommend is cable wood choppers. You use a particular weight that you want, and you imagine you're chopping wood from the apex down and you're breathing out to get maximum contraction. But those are the workouts that I've used myself over the years repeatedly and increasing the weight. And if you use that same idea but add different workouts, it's completely fine. Your body doesn't know you're using different workouts. You're just activating it differently. But let's talk about vacuums. Yeah. Now guys, vacuums. One thing I want to put out there, you don't learn it quickly. It's taken me a year or 2 years. If you watched season 1 or season 2 of Student Training, I said I'm going to practice vacuums. And doing vacuums is like learning how to whistle. So the idea of vacuums is something you have to practice. But a tip I can give you is, before I do a vacuum, I breathe out slightly and I try and suck in my stomach into my diaphragm, and that's going to cause contraction into my stomach, and that uses your internal obliques and the internal muscles within your abdomen. Why vacuums are so great for you is because it uses your transverse muscle and your internal oblique muscle, and that eventually is also going to allow you to be able to make your waist tighter and also to work your inter-abdominal muscles more than your external. And for me, doing that has allowed me to have more control of my abs. The huge announcement is here. I've been holding this for months, guys, and the idea started that when I had made the video saying that you guys can download Project Diamonds, I never expected it to get 6 million views. And even if just 5% of the people who wanted Project Diamonds messaged me, I couldn't get it out to them. It would have been a full-time job, and it got the idea going. And this is my first business venture. I've partnered up with a company called Athlete. They've helped me build a website, and they've helped me integrate Project Diamonds into their app. Now, let's discuss the website first, and I'm only going to touch on everything briefly. 1, you'll be able to download Project Diamonds version 1 for free on the website, and that's where you guys can go. Project Diamonds will forever be for free, and that is what I used to build my physique to start off with. Now, they'll also be available for purchase on the website Project Diamonds V2, which is a week-by-week workout. And everything that I used, detailing all the information I used in my 90-day transformation. There's also the option to buy the diet plan that comes with it. Now that sounds all good and cool, but this is the coolest part, and this is the part that makes me happy about it. Is that with Project Diamonds version 2, you have week options, 12-week options, and 16-week options, and they all come with the app when you buy it. And you'll also get a PDF if you want to. The app is Athlete. You buy the app, and once you've paid for it, you put in your email, and it's that simple. In the case you've purchased either Project Diamonds version 2 or you've bought the nutrition plan, which I've used in my 90 days, you have the app for free. You click start workout, and for me, this is the coolest thing. Why I love the app so much is because you can record how much time you spend, you can record your weights, and your entire workout, your entire Project Diamonds plan is on your phone. So example, you go into week 1, okay, for day 1, you go into your push-pull legs, and then you have your start workout, and you can time everything. You can be able to put all your weights and reps and the details you want to for your particular workout. You save your weight, and say you don't know even how to perform a particular exercise, you can click on video, and it will show you a video demonstration of myself performing the particular workout, which I think is so cool. Moving on, you have this exactly day by day, every rep, every single detail from week to week is here. So you started week 1 and you completed until week 12, and even integrated into the app is the Project Diamonds 90 meal plan. And this is the meal plan that I use day by day, guys, through this entire cut. I won't show you guys everything, but that is the app. Last but not least, the biggest thing I'm going to announce is that I'm finally going to take on clients. I'm going to be picking 30 people for online coaching. Yes, it is paid. Yes, it is a business venture. But for me, what makes me most excited about the online coaching is that it's almost a closer step for me, as in practicing being a doctor, is that I'll be able to take 30 people and transform their body. So it's going to be on a first come first serve basis. All the prices and everything is going to be on the site. I'm excited to finally work with people and I can finally put my heart and soul into them, and I want people who want to put their heart and soul into being able to transform their body the same way I have. But I won't ramble on. It will come on Sunday. Project Diamonds version 1 will be there for free download forever, and you guys can go and have a look on the site. There's going to be so many cool things there. I highly recommend you try the app with Project Diamonds V2 and the meal plan. At the end of the video, guys, leave the video with a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe right here. If you haven't watched the previous video, this is the video here, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Trap. First one on